Hey everybody, Eric Nathy with MountModernLife.com. Hope you guys are doing great today. Not sure if any of you have dealt with water leaks or water damage in your RV, but Katie and I are quickly figuring out that as new RVers, that's one of our biggest battles that we're facing. Some of you may know that in the past we actually had to replace our skylight and the ceiling panel on the interior because we were dealt with a water leak through there and some damage on the interior. And we felt pretty good about having everything good to go. However, the other day we were actually walking through here, through the hallway, and we noticed there was a puddle underneath the window in there. So then we took some time and really kind of investigated. I popped off the interior window seal and looked up and down on the inside, trying to see if there was any water damage that may be coming down from the top of the window. Because my initial thought was that, okay, when we were putting in the ceiling panel, I had taken off the inside of the window and I'd actually nudged the outside just a little bit. Sorry by the way if I'm waving, there's quite a few mosquitoes out here. But I had nudged the exterior window just a little bit, and then we got the ceiling panel up and I went ahead and reattached the inside to the outside. It sucked it back up, gave it that seal, but I didn't know, seeing the puddle, if maybe when I had nudged it a little bit, I had broken maybe the waterproof seal on the top of the window up there, and that's how our water was getting in. But that may not be the case. So after we found the puddle, we rigged up a little gutter type system on the inside so that it would flow over some tinfoil into a bucket rather than right on the floor inside. That worked pretty well for the night. But the next morning I woke up and I went over to Friendship RV and visited my buddy Matt, who owns the place. We talked a little bit. He gave me some caulk that we are going to reseal these windows with, but he brought up another interesting point about the vents on the bottom. Not sure how familiar you guys are with the windows on your unit, but for our specific unit, we actually have two vents on the bottom of every window. That basically works so that if water does get into the tracks of the window in the screen, it has two little holes so the water is able to exit on the outside versus the inside. Now I knew ours was there, but I didn't even think of it when I saw the water. I initially thought, okay, I got to get some caulk and I got to fix this up. But the thing is it's little things like that that we can learn along the way that may save us some money on caulking, or may fix our problem without us going to the extremes that we think are necessary. So anyway, we had it all tarped up. We took the tarp off, and then when I got back over here with the caulk, I went ahead and took an air gun and I just sprayed out the vents on the bottom, really making sure they're clean. And tomorrow we're supposed to get some pretty strong rain, so we figured we'd go ahead, give it a test, see if maybe it was because the vents were clogged and not because of the sealant on the top, and then go from there. But lesson learned here is really that if you do come across any problems with water damage or really anything in your RV, it's really important to kind of look at all different angles, because you never know really what's the root cause of it, you know. And if you always rush to your first assumption, like if I would have just went to the store and got caulk and not thought about anything else, I could have came back, ended up resealing the entire windows, and then water would have still puddled up and got in, and then I would have had to address it from there. So we went ahead and blew those vents out. We're going to hope that works tomorrow. If it doesn't, then we'll go ahead and reseal everything, and then that should get the trick done. But I'll give you an update here in a little bit once we figure out what the problem is and how we solved it. And I hope this video helps if you're dealing with any water damage in your RV or through your windows. But feel free to leave any questions or comments below, or visit mountainmodernlife.com, and we'll see you guys again soon.